What up? How is everyone doing? So it's been a minute since we've gone live like this. So bear with me. Promoting a little bit of the Chigel Equation, my book, if you guys aren't familiar. We haven't done a live stream on this in it's been a few weeks, so I wanted to make sure we're at least doing a live stream on this at least once a week. Because one, there's a lot of freaking really, really good concepts in this book that I really think is going to help a lot of people. Two, this book's my baby, so obviously I'm going to be talking about it, okay? As far as the live streams go, guys, this week we are going to be trying out some different stumps. I might even get back into doing some gaming live streams this week just to kind of hang out with you guys and chill. Maybe some fishing live streams this week. So there's a few different things we got coming up. Be on the lookout. I'm going to try... What up, Star Snipe? I see you in the chat. I'm going to be trying to get it set up to where I can actually go live from my actual phone, so I can actually be out and about and go live with you guys, like maybe going live at the gym. And I want to be able to do this on like a multi-stream thing. If you guys are watching me on TikTok, I'm also live on YouTube. I'm also live on Facebook right now. So like we're live on like a bunch of different platforms. I think Twitch too, actually. So keep that in mind. I want to try and like play around with that. So that's something we're going to be playing around with this week. So if you guys see a lot of like my live streams popping up this week, that's what's going on. I'm trying out some stuff, and hopefully you guys are about it. But I did want to go ahead and hook you guys up with some good information because obviously, guys, if you guys aren't aware, this is the slow season for personal trainers, and the reason for it is basically because people tend to slack on their fitness goals during the summertime. This is not a surprise to anybody. I hope it isn't, at least. Let me get my mic a little bit closer so you guys can actually hear me. There we go. But yeah, I mean, like, that's something that's very evident. Like, once summertime hits, you know, everyone starts throwing fitness just out the door. Maybe some people hit the gym, like, kind of sometimes. They're really just more concerned about, like, you know, so, like, for example, you've got parents who their kids are out of school, so now they got to juggle, you know, being around their kids more while doing the same routine, plus summer vacations. Not to mention summer vacations for everybody else. Not to mention you're watching everyone else look like they're having the funnest time of their life on social media, even though you're just seeing the highlights. That's a big thing. Like, this is the number one time of getting distracted from fitness goals. And so a big thing I wanted to make sure we kind of focused on here is like bringing yourself back to reality here, guys, because no matter what's going on, fitness is not one of those things that's seasonal. It is year long. You're supposed to be working on it every fucking day of your life, because this is the exact same reason. Again, guys, like, you watching all these people do these things and you're going like, well, I'm watching all these people, you know, have all this fun at the beach, have all this fun at the lake, eat all this good food, drink all these good drinks, and they seem to be having a good time. Why can't I be doing that too? Guys, like, first off, you're just seeing the highlights of people's lives, okay? You're getting distracted by other people. You're comparing yourself to other people. That's the problem. There is no shortage of people to compare yourself with on the internet, guys. Don't worry. They're not going anywhere. And I promise you, all these people that seem like they're having fun and living this life, doing all this stuff, they aren't, okay? You maybe one weekend out of the whole entire summer, if they're lucky, maybe 2 or 3, okay? But like, it's not an every weekend thing. You're just seeing different people do it, and it's making you feel like you're missing out and you're getting FOMO. That's what's going on, okay? Just because it's summertime does not mean you get to just disrupt this stuff, unless you just want to be a fat ass. I mean, that's another reality. If you're okay with that reality, then that's fine. But to sit here and act like, oh, I'm going to be a fit person and not do any of the stuff that's required is crazy, y'all. It's a crazy thing to think. So, like, we got to make sure we're not living in la la land here. And also, when you're comparing yourself to these people, also remember you're comparing yourself to 70% of the population being overweight. That you got to understand that. That is a real statistic. Okay, that's not just a number I pulled out of my butt. Okay, that's a real statistic. I think it's like 73% of the U.S. population is overweight. If you want to be like everyone else, go be overweight. Fine. That's fine. But if you don't want to be like that, you're going to have to do something different than everyone else. And it's hard to do. Yeah. It's harder to do than just doing what everyone else does. You're going outside the social norm. It's going to be a little bit difficult. Surprise, surprise, the fitness journey is a difficult journey. We all knew this stuff already, guys. That means if you're serious about these fitness goals, you cannot relent on the summertime. You're not gonna keep fitness goals if you skip on the summertime, and you're not going to get fitness goals if you skip on the summertime. These are crucial. Star Snipe says, I want to lose weight at night. I use a typewriter and water gallon as weights. I would definitely just get into bodyweight training if you don't have access to a gym, fam. And more than anything, you need to go ahead. If you're focusing on losing weight, you need to focus on your diet more than anything. That would be my big thing. Speaking of which, another big thing is, guys, like during the summertime, people are really getting to like drinking and drinking alcohol. They go on all these vacations and start going up. Here's the reality. Every single person you see out having fun right now is going to have a world of regret come August. Same with you, and you know what the fuck I'm talking about if you've experienced this before. Okay? You're going to go through this whole summer trying to just ignore the fact that you're just destroying your body, and then it's going to come August, and you're going to see what kind of a mess you made, and you're going to be like, oh my God, I've got to fix this. That's why, if you guys aren't aware, some of the best business of all personal trainers, some of the best business personal trainers have it's actually at the end of August, typically when school starts back up and summer ends. Why? Everyone's looking at their bodies and going, oh my God, what the fuck did I do? Why did I drink all this alcohol? Why did I, do all this freaking partying? Why did I go out and do all this stuff? Why did I just not hit the gym at all? Why did I just eat whatever I wanted to eat? Because you were in summer mode and you told yourself it was okay. That's the problem. Guys, we are midsummer right now. You still got a whole month left of this shit. You better start getting it together now so you can get ahead of the curve. Because I promise you, there's going to be a shit ton. It happens every, you guys I've been a personal trainer for over a decade. I promise you, it's been the same pattern forever. I've been recognizing this pattern for over a decade now. I promise you, it's going to be the same this year as it was last year. Do not make the same mistake. Get after your shit now because you shouldn't have ever fell off to begin with. You guys see my clients rocking it on my story. I put a story up right just before we went live. Go check out my clients are kicking fucking ass right now. And a lot of these guys and a lot of these people are going on vacations. I've got multiple clients going on multiple vacations this year, and they're just making sure they're doing the non-negotiables. They're tracking their calories, right? They're making sure that they hit the workouts at least 3 to 5 days out of the week. That's all you got to do. It's not really that much. It's just more than what 70% of the population's doing. That's the reality of the situation, okay? So, why does summer break people? And guys, this all relates back to my book, The Chigel Equation. Let's go back through it. If you guys remember the parts of the Chigel Equation, if you don't, go back and watch those live streams on the YouTube. They're all posted on the YouTube. But in the summertime, resonance drops. What's resonance? It's the thing that gets you motivated to begin with. It's the motivational video that you watch that resonates with you and makes you want to go hit the gym. That's resonance. That typically drops during the summertime because you fucking get distracted. You start going on vacations, parties, pool days. The shift in your identity is completely different than when you want to be focused on your goals. And because of that, guys, your body is a direct reflection of this. If you do not have the goals you want, it is very fucking clear you got distracted in some way, shape, or form. If you've had a goal, like if you have a body you're going for and it's been a good chunk of time, you've been trying to go after this goal and you still got it yet, there's a good fucking chance you keep getting distracted and you're not figuring out what you're getting distracted by. I'm going to tell you right now what you're getting distracted by. Summer vacations, parties, and pool days, alcohol, and all this fun you think people are having. Probably a lot of it's due to social media because you're comparing yourself to other people, but you got to stop. You have to stop doing this stuff or you're going to keep making the same mistake because guys, you can watch all the motivational content in the world. If you keep getting distracted, it's not going to matter. Okay, this is what we mean by focus on your fucking goals. It means stop getting excited about all these other things besides your goals. You have one goal. You have to be that, guys, and if that sounds like, oh man, that sounds too serious for me, then guys, this is hard to do. I don't know if you've realized this, but again, I'll say it, 73% of the population struggles with this. Okay, you got to understand, no, it's not an easy thing to do. Yes, you got to take it that serious. If you don't, then no, you are not going to get any results. I promise you. I've been doing this way too long, okay? There is non-negotiables when it comes down to getting the bare minimum to hit these goals. And if you can't make sure that you're not getting distracted, you're not going to do it because you do not identify with what you're doing, right? If you're getting distracted by all these other things, workouts, nutrition, protein shakes, all of that's going to seem evil compared to parties and alcohol. I promise you. Because your identity is going to be tied to parties and alcohol, not to me being a fit person. You have to make that identity switch or you're not going to make it. You don't get to have both. This isn't Fantasyland, okay? This is not Dungeons and Dragons where you get to create your own reality. This is reality, and you better start complying to it if you want to be able to get these results. Because trust me, guys, I've been on both sides of the fence here. I've been 300 pounds before. I promise this is better. I promise with every fiber of my being, this is better. Don't listen to all that body positivity bullshit you'll see online about people saying, oh, you need to love your body. Yes, you need to love your body. Yes, you need to love who you are. I'm not saying anything against that. But motherfucker, if you don't feel right in your body, do something about it. Like, goddamn. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy to be 300 pounds, 400 pounds overweight and be like, oh, yeah, this is okay. No, it's not. It's fucking killing you. And someone needs to tell you that. And if I have to be the asshole to tell you that, I'll be the asshole to tell you that. I do not give a damn, son. But make sure, do not get it twisted. You got it. This is the most, I've said this so many times. My clients are probably so sick of me saying this. This is the most honest damn thing you will do on the face of this planet. You better make sure you are stuck in reality and not in La La Land. If you're stuck in La La Land, I promise you, you're going to waste a lot of time and you're going to get real frustrated in 3 months when that fantasy you made up in your head didn't get you the results you wanted. Surprise, surprise. And guys, this is based off of me doing the same mistake. Trust me, I'm getting all worked up about this because I've made this mistake before and I do not want to see you guys waste this time. I've gone years, literally years. It took me 3 years to lose the first 60 pounds to the 300 pounds. It took me 3 years. Do you guys want to take that long to lose the first bit, or do you want to take 6 months? Because I have clients doing that shit. That's why I got into this business, so I can help speed up the process for people so they don't have to go through what I went through, because I know damn well most people aren't going to spend 3 years trying to get this done. And I know damn well that if a lot of people don't at least attempt this shit, it's going to end up killing a lot more people, and I have seen it kill people. That is the reality here. So don't get this shit twisted. Listen to the people who have been in the business for 10 years. How about that? Now, when it comes down to constraints on the summertime, that completely disappears, right? Like, you're not a lot of times you're going on vacation, you have a lot, you're using that PTO time, again, a lot of the times you're going to the lakes, you're going to the beaches, you're drinking alcohol. So like, you're not, and I know damn well when you're going on these things, you aren't setting yourself up workouts, and you probably are not tracking your calories. You're probably not doing you're probably not hitting water goals. All the above. All the constraints disappear. That's why your body starts looking like a tub of lard. Okay, that is just straight up what is going on. Okay, you can not like the way I say that all you want, but that is what's happening, and I'm telling you that so you are clear on where you are going. You need clarity on what this leads to. I promise you this is what this leads to. A tub of lard body. A body with a body of a bag of milk. You do not want this. I promise you. You need constraints. You need stuff to make life hard a little bit for you so your body adapts to that. And that's why we always talk about a chiseled physique as hard and how a person who's overweight or fat, soft. That's the difference. It quite literally is a direct reflection of that. So make sure you don't get that part twisted, guys. You need constraints. You do not need like your whole summertime to feel like freaking vacation all the time. I'm not dissing on vacations. Vacations are great. You need to refill your cup. Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. But that does not mean sitting on your ass for fucking weeks at a time. It just doesn't. There's no reason. That is what kings of fucking 1700s used to do. Okay, that's spoiled rotten. You do not need to be that kind of person, especially if you don't want to be that kind of person. That goes back to resonance. That's an identity thing. Do not act like a person you don't want to be. And if you're acting like a spoiled rotten brat who gets upset that they have to work out every other day, well, I'm sorry, then you get to have a body of a spoiled rotten brat, which is fat. Okay, get over it. That's just the way it is. Again, you can sit here and whine and complain all day and act like, oh, I don't want it to be this way, but it's not. It's not that way. This is why we call it reality. It's the way things are. You have to play with the rules here. Okay? Like I said, when it comes down to this thing, it is the most honest thing you're ever going to do in your life. If you do not do this, you're just not going to get there. And it's a very frustrating thing because it feels like you're wasting a lot of fucking time. You want to rip your hair out. Trust me, again, I've been there. You don't want to be there. Okay? Another big thing, again, when we're talking about the Chigel equation here, on summertime, your energy is getting misused because you're putting that energy towards distractions, okay? Alcohol, staying up late, poor recovery, not going to the gym, right? You end up sleeping you end up maybe staying up all night partying, or you end up freaking not paying attention to your sleep. And I see a lot of parents make this mistake. They don't pay attention to their rest either, right? The parents out there aren't even like drink. They may not be drinking as much. I know they're drinking. Okay, I'm not stupid. I know you're getting a little tipsy around your kids. That being said, again, that alcohol discussion is a whole different thing we need to talk about on a different time. But like a big part of this is like you're not allowing yourself time to rest and recover so that you can actually be there and provide for your kids. Guys, you have to schedule in rest. You can't just work we all have the same 24 hours in a day. You also have to schedule in rest. That's a thing. And in the summertime, parents definitely do not do that because they're running around all the time trying to keep up with their kids. Like, you got to schedule yourself in. You have to set a schedule and stick to it, even in the summertime. Again, that sounds like it sucks, but it gives you more freedom. It keeps your summer from sucking more. I promise. I've worked with plenty of parents. This helps. But a lot of people don't want to stick to a schedule in the summertime because it's the summertime. It's a stupid reason to not help your life out with something super simple like sticking to a schedule. It's like everyone, like, guys, it's like this 73% of the population that's overweight wants to like live their lives like teenagers for the rest of your lives. Can you think of anything more spoiled? Like, don't be that person. That's like stuff that's the way I used to live my life when I was like fucking 16, 17 years old when I lived with mom and dad. Like, what are you doing? Like, that's a stupid way to live your life, to be sitting there and like not take responsibility for your life and just float along and not chase any goals and not even take care of yourself or your body. And that's irresponsible for the people you take care of. God forbid if you have any kids and you don't take care of yourself. What were to happen if something were to happen to you? What is that kid going to do? I've literally known people who have been so out of shape that their kids were walking out towards the road and they couldn't even get up to go stop their kids because they were so out of shape. Now, if that's you and that's not a wake-up call, I don't know what the fuck is. But that's crazy to sit there and normalize shit like that, guys. And I get like this because like this is just not the way I live my life at all during the summertime. The summertime means absolutely jack shit to me. It means jack shit. It is no different. It means that it's a little bit hotter outside and there's a little bit more daylight. That's about it to me. Everything else is the same. I still have a schedule. I still have a routine. I still hit the gym up. I'm showing up for work. I'm in here doing live streams for you guys. I'm in here posting content at least 3 to 4 times out of the day. Like, what the fuck else would I be doing? Yes, I get to go fishing. I can do that in the wintertime too. I can do all this whenever. But like, to sit there and say, okay, it's summertime, I'm just going to let my body go to shit. That is crazy, guys. That's crazy. Yet people make this mistake every year. And I know this because in August, they hit my ass up and go, dude, I fucked up. Oh my God. Don't be that person, right? Now, you may be halfway through summer and going like, oh, it's too late. No, you're halfway through summer and you can get ahead of the curve now by starting your fitness journey now and getting back on track now. Don't be that person who's just going to sit there and wait until it's August and then be like everyone else. And then you end up waiting because everything else will end up coming up. You know, then the holidays start showing up. Oh, now it's Christmas. Oh no, I'm going to wait till the new year till I'm going to start getting in shape. Oh, no. Oh, wait, all right, now I'm going to wait till spring because then I'm going to get my summer body ready. It's a year later. And it's the same cycle every year. And I've been doing this, guys. I'm telling you, I've been doing this for over 10 years. It's the same cycle every year. As someone who's been in this field for this long, I am pleading you for your own fucking sake. Don't be this person. Get on your shit now. Okay? I'm telling you, this is one of those things. Like the summertime gets so many people. It even gets people who finally got on their shit this past year, who have been good since the new year. And then they hit summer and they're like, they just want to fall right off. It's like when May hits, they just want to start falling off. You cannot be that way. Guys, when we say fitness journey, this is a lifelong thing. This is not a seasonal thing. This is not a football game. This is not like something you practice. This is not an in-season, off-season. This is a lifelong thing. If you do not pay attention to it, it's going to get taken right from under you. And it is a fucking uphill climb getting it back. I promise. Don't be that person. Learn to stay on a pattern that you can commit to for a lifetime, not just like a sprint you can commit to for like 3 months and then fall back off into place so that you can spend the next 6 months trying to get back to where you were. It's not fun. There's nothing fun about it. You end up kicking yourself in the pants all the time about it, and it's very fucking frustrating. It's very hard to get back to where you were. Just stay on top the whole time, guys. Like, you got to get on your shit. As soon as you see yourself slipping back, you need to be getting on your shit. Like, you got to be aware of this stuff because make no mistake, guys, this kills.
This literally kills. It's one of the biggest killers in America is people not focusing on their fucking fitness. Heart disease, cardiovascular disease, fucking obesity related disease. Even, of course, you can throw in alcohol and tobacco related disease in this too. Because obviously you wouldn't be doing that shit if you were focused on this, right? So like, again, guys, focus on this. This is quite literally your health. You got to focus on this. No one's going to do it but you. You got to show up for you because who the fuck else is going to? Nobody. It's your life. Focus on you. That's all we got. Tomorrow, we're going to shake things up a little bit. I might try and take you guys fishing with me in the morning. I've been going fishing in the morning, try and get some extra steps in. It's one of the ways, the first couple hours of the day, I've been trying to do it to try and get some extra steps in. Like, honestly, I try and get it over 10K steps in the morning time when I'm getting those, that fishing in, and then I go work out later in the day. So I might take you guys along with me just to, record some extra content for one, but also hang out with you guys in the morning time, see what the morning crew's kind of looking like, what the morning live streamers are like, if we even got any people in there. But I'll see y'all there. No promises also. All right, I'm going to see if I can get it going live on Streamlive so I can stream to all platforms. If I can't, it's going to be on TikTok for sure. So check the TikTok 100%, or it might be on other platforms. But I'll see you guys then.